What's the deal with taking supplements as a follower of the keto cult? Hi, in case you're new to this channel, I'm Slick Nick, your personal keto bro, and no, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer. I'm not a professional. I'm just some random guy. I'm the opposite of a professional. Just some random guy who is approaching my 40th birthday in less than 2 months. I want to fit into the size of medium t-shirt without the bottom half sticking out because of my belly fat. I'm reaching towards 17% body fat goal, which is going to put me in that fitness range. Let's assess supplements, because remember, a couple years ago before I went keto, someone asked me, Nick, what do you think about supplements? Do you take any? And at the time, this would have been closer to age 35, I said, no, I believe that I should be eating foods that already have those in it. And I think a lot of people just try to sell supplements to you, and really they're just going to sell you something you don't really need. You should be eating certain food to begin with. So that was my response. I will say though, I'm open-minded. That was back actually when I was a vegan. Now that I'm somewhat an opposite of that. See, keto and vegan are not the opposite, because both focus on high fiber and high fat. If you're vegan, to get in your protein, you have to have a lot of fat from plants. So there's quite an overlap. But let's take a look at now that I'm a couple minutes into being full keto, let's take a look at some of the supplements. So more from a traditional stance, I have to obviously start with creatine, something that's produced by your body itself. Obviously I'm weight training about an hour a day. I'm doing HIIT and TUT alternatively, and I'm walking 2 to 3 miles a day. So here's the creatine to help my body recover. So I'm doing just a scoop of that. I don't even do it every day. It's more like half the week I'll remember to do it. So there's that. That's a supplement. Because my body already produces it, I'm doing more of it. So I started doing the fish oil. I do 2 of these a day for the omega-3s. I'm also doing a half of a zinc. So this is like 25 milligrams of zinc. Ever since I got COVID and lost my sense of smell and taste back in February, or actually December of 2020, I realized that this was part of my journey to get back. And that in theory, people who lost their sense of smell and taste through COVID are people who are already getting enough zinc, like my parents. They got COVID, but they didn't lose their smell or taste. So that's why I'm doing zinc. I'm also doing my garlic. That's more kind of related to the zinc there. Garlic's good. I like to eat it, but I also make sure I get that in. And then this is Publix. We have Publix here in Tennessee where I am. This is a men's supplement. So specifically just having a good, well-rounded amount of stuff. So there you go. I don't spend a lot of money on these, and that's what I've got. My creatine, my fish oil, my men's multivitamin, my zinc, and my garlic. But in theory, I kind of feel like I want to count these other things as supplements. So let's check out what else I do in addition to that. I really count the MCT oil as a supplement. Yes, I put it in my black coffee at 6 a.m. and I put it in my black coffee again, or actually my keto coffee at 11. But if there's a night where I'm heading to bed, I'm like, I almost feel a little bit hungry, but I don't want to be tempted by something that is going to spike my insulin, or I wouldn't want to be tempted by having a little bit of wine or something like that. This is my friend. I just take a teaspoon of this, and actually I feel like it helps me sleep through the night. And yes, technically it's breaking the fast, which had started a couple hours ago, but keto people typically aren't so cut and dry about the calories or even the keto being broken if it's a matter of something that's going to help you long term. So I would also say cinnamon, which I put in my coffee, cayenne. These are all things that will further help you get into that fasted state. Rosemary specifically, and Italian herbs that I put in my eggs, they get me further into a fasted state. Your comments belong right here.